All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So, this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere in our ad. So, instead, they're just, this is basically the non scroller buyers. It also means fewer than 6, our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, because we know that happens when they click somewhere on our ad. And it means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women see our ad have a non-zero chance to buy from us, which only happens if our ad has entered their brain. So under 6%, 6% is the minimum. For under 6%, we got a problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTR all. Now, even though it's common, unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. Everyone's accepting it as common, that everyone's accepting it as normal, but it's not normal. I'll show you the numbers behind it. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Talk about those at the end of the video. And we also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So our universe is taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we invented Boudoir Pico. That's why we know how to do it. Simply duplicate your current ad. We leave the original, and we treat the duplicated ad, run them in parallel. Treatment takes about a week, and then we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And we treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now my residency, went through, tested, found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital, tested them. First one, found unique CTRL was 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6% means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So easy enough, we treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on that original ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. And so that means they can pocket the $3,700 a month as kind of a hidden or a phantom bonus. No extra work required. That's like a 40K bonus at the end of the year for doing nothing, for simply being more efficient. Second part of my residency, tested the second one, found another one, tested the second one. Found out unique CTRL was 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%. BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome. So the unique CTRL, after treatment with Boudoir Pico, we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13% after about 1 week of treatment. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And as a result, we're actually able to, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, they now only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, they can pocket that $8,400 a month, no longer have to spend it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, $8,400 every single month, staying in their pockets. It's like 100 grand over the next 12 months for no extra effort. Finally, had a patient, says unique CTRL is 5.03%, so we know that BLCS is present. And then, so unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And we actually, then we treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So the average, well, this means if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, he now only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So now he can pocket that 6,700 bucks a month as a phantom bonus, phantom profit. That's like 80K at the end of 12 months for literally no extra effort, simply being more efficient. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is wasting about 50% of its ad spend every single day, every single month. I mean, look at these numbers here. Wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, you can clearly see we're going to, average those numbers out. It's probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So they spend 10 grand a month on average, 5K a month being wasted that we can eliminate, keep it back in their pockets. And that's like, 60K over the next 12 months. So now we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a, see if we believe it has has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scrolling by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. And it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads. Their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other Boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the back end metrics for or tested myself 100% have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, increasing our probability of BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click some on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, Um, it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a boudoir low click advertiser, BLCA, with BLCS, so unique CTRL of your boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you decided this is where you need to pull the next optimization, the next profit out of the business, because you've done other spots of your business, but you're ready to do it now for your boudoir Facebook ads because there's a ton of money being spent on this. Then and you want to be, you want to be on your journey to become #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open intake for new patients. I currently don't have, new intake is currently closed, but when I do open intake up again, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.